Good morning from Bratislava, time for coffee and breakfast. Alright, good morning. I just had my breakfast in Bratislava and now I'm on the way to Malacki, which is about 30 kilometers north, 35, of the capital city of Slovakia. Little town I've only passed by but haven't stopped, so I want to check it out. And then for the rest of the day and the night I don't have any plans. I only have a flight back from Bratislava on Sunday night, so by that point I should be back in the city. Until that point it's all open, so let's improvise. Arriving in Malacki, let's check out the first stop of this journey. So Slovakia is slowly being modernized. We see the panel flats are being renovated, and here's how it will look once modernized. And here's one that hasn't yet been modernized, so you can see how it was before and right after. So it's a pretty cool contrast. So I'm here in the city of Malacki, and what is left of the old Czechoslovak era is this marble right here, little monument, and the fire station. At least I saw a fire truck behind this building. So Malacki is a small town, but it has some things to see. There's defense walls with towers, churches, and I saw a synagogue, if I'm not mistaken, so there must be some things to explore. Here's a building that hasn't been renovated either. But slowly Slovakia is becoming like the West, in the good and the bad ways, because I liked the vibes, or the, let's say, seeing the past. Here's a monument to represent the Second World War. Let's have a look. Now Slovakia has a ton of cool architecture, and in particular churches, monasteries, and obviously castles to explore. It's a very historical country. Some of the buildings have some nice urban decay, like unfortunately they can't maintain it all, but it makes it have a touch of time, which I like to see as well. Let's check out this beautiful church here. It's closed unfortunately, but we can see through the glass that it is just quite nicely decorated. Cool. So I'm at the synagogue of Malacki right here. At some point the whole of Central and Eastern Europe had a very vibrant and let's say well integrated Jewish community. It was incredibly big. They were a huge part of society. And then the Second World War happened, and well, the Jews are not here anymore, which is a horrific shame. Only the synagogues were left in much of Slovakia, at least. In other countries some were demolished or burned down, or some just decayed and crumbled apart. In Slovakia many are still standing. At some point they became renovated. There's not a huge amount of funds, so it needs renovation again. But it is still standing. The big shame is obviously that there's no people, there's no services. It's closed most of the time because there's just no interest. The religion is not here anymore, that's the whole thing. But the building still stands, and it reminds you that about a century ago this community was so incredibly huge that it had this big synagogue, and there were probably thousands of people and hundreds at a time attending. We can see it was, I suppose, built in 1842, so it's quite old. Built in 1900. Synagogue was designed by architect William Stiasny, who lived from 1842 to 1910. It belongs today to the municipality and is used for cultural and educational purposes. So not for religious ceremonies anymore, which is a shame, but it's good it's still here.
Číslo 3019 železničnej spoločnosti Slovensko smer Sekule Moravský Svätý Ján, závod Veľké Leváre.